Hi. Now, you may notice something different today with our vlog. We have got Ellie with us.
Hello!
Now, she can't normally do vlogs with us because she's an award-winning restaurateur now.
Oh, don't be silly.
She is. She is.
Silly.
We're terribly proud of her. And we're very, very excited to have her with us today.
Well, can we just say the name? Are we going to say the name of her wonderful restaurant?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not.
Anyway, it's very good food. It's a big secret.
And it's in Cheltenham.
It's in Cheltenham.
And it's sushi.
Japanese. Okay. Thanks, guys.
This is supposed to be about friendship. I'm not so sure anymore.
Anyway, we're talking today about friendship, keeping one's friends. Now, the three of us have been friends for more years than I care to remember. But it's quite interesting, isn't it, how you actually have to work hard at friendships, wouldn't you say?
Yes, because you could be tricky.
Yeah, we all know about
Do you know, I think she is brilliant. I really do. I think you're brilliant at friendships. You really are brilliant. You are always there.
Oh, that's nice.
Whatever happens, and you're always so up. You know, when you have a problem and you ring a friend, you just want them to make you feel better. Although you want them to listen, at the same time you need them to make you feel better.
Which is what she says, turning a melon into a lemon.
No, lemon into a melon.
Oh, a lemon into a melon, yes.
Yeah, that's what you are really good at.
But I do think that it's important, isn't it? Because that, you know, particularly now with the young, they have, 5,000 friends on Facebook, They don't. You only have, don't you, in times of need. And one of my daughters has just recently split up with her boyfriend, and she's a bit teary. And I noticed, and I said to her last night, it's really only 3 or 4 girlfriends that you go to talk. And I said, and how important those girlfriends are. And remember that. And when you get your next boyfriend and you're all madly in love and you're ignoring all your girlfriends, remember they're the ones you turn to.
Yes.
And it's to try and, when you don't need your friends, don't forget about them, because you will need them. You don't need them all the time.
But you need to talk
as
well, not just texting. And
I agree, because we've had that with all of us, haven't we? Emailing and texting, we get the wrong intonation, and we get the hump because we think somebody's being grumpy or bossy,
that doesn't happen, does it?
No, because I think
we're all a bit older and wise.
And I think with Skype and things like that, where you can, do it for free, and nowadays phone contracts, they get endless.
But there is another thing I think with friendships, is that you do need to be together to create memories.
Yeah.
You can't create memories on Skype.
No.
You can't create memories on the telephone, not really.
No.
Unless you're sitting in the bath with a glass of champagne and you can remember the phone call that you had with your friend. You've got to create memories.
And
so
actually,
you've got to spend time with those people.
I so agree with you, because the last time we were here and we stayed the night. And you and I were in the same room, not in the same bed, I hasten to add, but we were chatting and chatting and chatting.
You told me to shut up in the end.
Yeah, because I had to get some sleep because I'm old. But it was, and I remember that, and it was such a fun evening.
Whereas all the phone calls we've had since, I mean, not many, but you don't remember them.
No,
because they just go.
Well, they're normally
practical,
aren't they?
Physical.
But as a woman, you get married and you have children, probably, and I think it's quite difficult then, because the friends you had before you were married, which is what we were, we all had our children at different times, they're all different ages. But I think it's important. I try and tell my girls, just because then you've got children and then you're socialising with the people that you go to tumble tots with, and then later on the people that you stand on the side of the football pitch with, and so on and so forth. Your real friends are the ones, as you say, that you've had
experiences
from the past. So don't just wipe them out. Or even if you move to a new area, don't forget.
You've still got to go to the cinema, go to the theatre, have dinner, but be together.
Yeah,
you've got to. Yes. For a friendship to really enjoy.
Do you remember you and I went a few months ago, about 4 or 5 months ago, we went out, didn't we, in London, and we went shopping at Liberty, and we had such a laugh, because we were.
I wasn't invited.
No, but you went another time.
But what we said was, with a real friendship, there's no beginning and end, is there? You just take up where you last.
Yeah, and actually, that's one of the things I love about being with old friends, is because you can remember things you've done in our wild and distant past, and that makes me feel young, because it reminds me of all those naughty things we used to go back to.
And in a way, it's better having your children at all different ages. I remember my elder sister once said to me, when you're planning holidays, to go with another family. Make sure the children are all different ages, not the same, because then if they're different ages, they're not competitive with each other.
Okay.
The older ones would like to look after the younger ones. They like the adulation of the younger ones. The younger ones think it's cool to play with the older ones. So on. I think that's another. Whereas when the mums at school, they're all the same age. You're all in
Probably
that
the same
competitive thing. I hadn't really thought about that.
and it's true, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there we go. Well, friends forever.
Friends forever.
Oh, do you remember doing that silly thing?
Bye. Bye.